Hello.
Excuse me, you can't
I
take
get
photo.
100 people in this room.
On average, yes.
We are actually in a Serbian army camp. Hello guys, welcome back to Belgrade. I just took a bus yesterday from Subotica to Belgrade. The initial plan was to go to Sombor, but I had to ditch that plan. But I'm glad I did because I met a fellow gentleman from my own hometown, Hashil. He's basically from the same state in India. So, and we also speak the same language, so I'm kind of happy. So today's plan is to go to this, there's a concentration camp here. So we're gonna explore that a little bit before heading to Nish. Want to say something?
Hi.
That's all he has to say. So we're back at the Nesmihailova street. Just going to take a bus to the camp. I actually didn't know that there was a lockdown from Friday 5 p.m. to Monday morning. So cannot actually sit down in any cafe or anything, but we'll have to rely on street food and also takeaways. So the ticket daily, I got the daily pass to go there. It works out cheaper. Otherwise, the single journey is about 150. Daily pass is only 290. This is what it looks like. It actually looks like a very quiet area here. Oh, look at that building. So you have to get down at Banjica. That's the bus stop name. It's only 100 yards from here. It's very near. Probably won't be spending that long. I don't think so. It's just a museum, I think. Is there an actual concentration camp or it's just a museum, right?
It's a museum.
But we will find out soon. Most things are closed. In Subotica, everything was closed because of the... so only the synagogue was open.
I didn't know that.
We'll see if it is open. I think it is that. I can actually see some cannons. So hopefully I'll have some history that I can read of some plaque or something. Quite a nice area though. Mostly looks like residential buildings over here. Can't find a single shop around. So I'm not really sure where people buy stuff here. I think this is it. Hello.
Excuse me, you can't
I
take
can.
photo of this
okay.
military object.
Actually, that was a military something related to the military. So he came out and told us that you can't actually take photos there. The museum is right next to it. Banjica concentration camp. Looks like it's open.
Is it open?
Okay.
Thank you.
Over there. Photo is allowed, right? Inside?
Yes.
The ticket is 200 dinar to get in. It's this. It's just like there's not a counter or anything. There's just a small table set up here, right?
So we go from here.
Okay.
Take a look.
Such a cool guy. Oh wow, that is awesome. So here is what looks like some artifacts and some pictures. But here is
You
the...
just guide us what it is.
This was looking like this.
Okay.
Initially, all the prisoners were sleeping on the floor.
100 people in this room.
On average, yes.
Oh wow. So this place is a reconstruction of how the concentration camps, the people who lived here, how they lived actually. He says that about 100 people actually were sleeping in a room of this size. And these are all the names that they have identified the victims. It is a very short lifespan. 19 to just 21 years old. That is just so sad. So we are actually in a Serbian army camp, but this portion is for the museum. Smaller cards, chess. What appears to be a chess, but it looks too small to be chess. And it kind of like expands. Some dolls. Looks like a cigarette casing to hold cigarettes. More dolls and fabrics. This probably is the reconstruction of the camp, a small miniature model. What does that say? Unfortunately, there isn't much descriptions in English here or any kind of brochure, so I can't really explain what it is. I can just say things that looks familiar to me, like that is a doll, that is a fabric, keys, things like that, but there isn't much more information about more than that. There's some old shoes over there. It's actually pretty much degraded. That was it. That was a small portion of the the artifacts and how they slept. Like, this thing is actually a military base. It's military-owned building actually. So only this thing is actually open for the museum. Hello. Looks like there's people up there. Yeah. I think it's some kind of like military accommodation probably. So the next stop is, we just decided that we'll go to Sava temple. So I've just gotten off here at this bus stop, and right opposite to that is the temple. Just have to cross this road and we are there. So before that, I'm actually a bit hungry, so I think we'll have to go to a bakery somewhere here. That is a church. It's also a nice park right in front of it. So I actually didn't know whether there was a lockdown starting today, so that affects a lot of my plans really. There's some guy here. Only thing that I can tell you is that he lived from 1879 to 1958. Must be someone important. Very noisy kids over there. There's actually a lot of people here chilling, and it's also very windy. This is the largest Serbian Orthodox church here, and also it says by its volume it's the largest in the world. So Orthodox church, largest in the world. That is it. It's actually a very big building. So apparently this is for the saint Sava, and this was built on his burial, where he was buried actually. But I think that his coffin was moved to a monastery nearby, where it was destroyed by the Ottomans, and I don't know what happened to that after that, but that is the gist of it. And this is a temple. So this church is built in what is called as a Serbian Byzantine style. The cathedral was constructed on the site of the relics. Oh, in 1594 it was desecrated by the Ottomans. It was actually built in 1175. So this original church was built here during the early 12th century, which was then destroyed by the Ottomans in 16th century, and then they tried to reconstruct it before World War II, but it was then delayed, and then afterwards it was finally completed in 2004, which is actually very recent. Well, in 1989 the cupola was completed. There's also some construction going on even right now, but this thing is massive. It's a lot of construction. some noise coming in. But look at that. That is something. Looks like there's like a small shop or something to buy religious stuff, I think. It's actually quite impressive. As you can see, there's a lot of construction going on right now. I wonder this is recently started construction or it's ongoing since very long back. Maybe this was fully open during the touristy summertime and closed later, but right now everything is kind of closed off. So this is the only portion that you can actually get into. We also have like this pillar kind of things here. Maybe this was supposed to be inside, but because of the construction they moved it outside. Not really sure. This kind of looks weird also to have it all in one place actually. So I think this is supposed to be inside. It's a very detailed artwork actually, frescoes, and look at that size of that light, the chandelier thing. It's hanging by this metal ropes at the top. The floors are quite ornamental too. It looks like a gallery that people can get up to over there. Maybe I can actually go up somewhere. I'll have to ask the lady inside. I think you can go up there.
Really?
I don't know, but is it?
Yeah.
Like I saw a person over there.
You might be walking.
Bye bye, Saint Sava temple. So we are leaving the Saint Sava temple now. There's this guy in front of the temple. No idea who he is. Hopefully there is some description somewhere. Maybe that white thing. No, that's just a no dog sign. But that's a cool statue. Looks like a ruler or something with a sword. I'm back at the Mihailov Street, and there's a giant panda. Oh, there's a person inside.
ഈ സാധനം കഴിച്ചിട്ടില്ല നമ്മള്. ഇത് ഭയങ്കര സംഭവമാണ്.
Chestnut.
ഞാൻ കഴിച്ചിട്ടില്ല.
കഴിച്ചോളൂ.
എത്രയാണ് ഇതിന്, എങ്ങനെയാണിത്?
Chestnut. He suddenly had an urge to have some chestnuts, so
Like it?
no,
You like it?
I don't like
I
it.
like it.
It's like very bland. And I'm actually going to go back to the hostel right now. I don't think I'm going to do any more exploring. So if you have liked the video, give me a like, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see more of this face. So I'll see you in the next video.